Good morning and welcome to your Friday morning lettings update. I'm going to cover off two subjects this morning. First being what's happening in the local market rental wise, and secondly how you can improve your rental income. So first, the market. Well, looking from our point of view, we've seen an increase on the rents of 2%. Bit odd because we've had a lot of landlords that actually kept the rents the same for the obvious reasons, and we've had landlords that have actually put the rent down, again, obvious reasons. But where we've done is actually when a property comes on for remarketing, because there have been 30% less properties on the market than there were this time last year, effectively supply and demand is certainly coming into place. And also where the supply, i.e. the ones that we put onto the market, have been redecorated, we are getting some great figures, but only because people want to pay them. Secondly, we've been looking at inspections and how we actually carry those out in this COVID life that we live. We've come through, we've found a way, and I suppose in some respects the benefit of that is that we're talking to our tenants again and getting a lot more feedback, really hearing some tough stories out there and some great stories. So it's working. We're not getting any red flags from the point of view of what's going on in the property, but the conversation is very much based around, can we see those red flags or get those red flags? The other thing we were a little bit worried about is that were the number of works orders, would they actually increase? What does a works order mean? To us, it means a works order, to you, what it means is there's an issue at the property that it needs to be dealt with. Interestingly, the number of works orders have reduced on a year-on-year basis. Maybe it's because people are at home, maybe it's because people don't want people into the property. Could be a number of reasons, but I'm just working on the basis that if it lasts for a year, then maybe people get into the habit of doing little things themselves, which actually is not a bad thing. And then how to increase your rental. We talk a lot about future-proofing your business, your rentals, and that really is redecoration. It's getting everything in place, making sure that you've got the best product on the market that you possibly can. We're looking now at garden rooms, office rooms. The office that I'm in at the moment is 12 by 8, which is certainly, it's really bigger than I actually need for my computer. But we've found that a lot more people are working from home. Rightmove have said that having a garden room appropriate, we're not talking about the shed just done up with a bit of electric. We're talking about something that's insulated, something with electric, something with enough power to drive all the things that we need to. More importantly, something with Wi-Fi. But that can give the sale price of the property, it can increase it by 5%. So on an average property in this area, you're looking at around about £12,000. Not a bad return. But we've done a very quick straw poll at the office, but found that we believe we can get £100 more per month based on the fact that you've got a decent home office. So we're going to be putting that into play ourselves, property that we've got, 3-bedroom property that we've got. So we're going to be having an actual look at that, and I will update you with the outcome as we move forward. So thank you very much for joining. That's it from me. Take care. See you next week.